Minnie, I didn't know Randy was your brother. Come on, brother. Brothers. Which one was it?
I want you to know something. I resemble that remark.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Well, you all know I've been trying to bring Brian along in the ministry. Best I knew how to, so we're just going to let you eavesdrop on some of our counseling sessions. We meet every Thursday for lunch just to get off our chest, whatever's on our chest.
Brother, I got to tell you, I saw one of the strangest things I believe I have ever seen coming up here tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what'd you say?
Well, I was coming up to the hoedown tonight, and I was walking to the front doors, and I kind of saw out of the corner of my eye, I saw somebody, a fellow over there, and he was down on his hands and on his knees and had his ear to the ground.
Yeah, that's strange.
Well, you could say that because the strangest thing is who it was.
Who was it?
It was the chairman of deacons, Brother Steve Rutledge.
Oh.
I know, it's sad, so sad.
Well, brother, I'm just going to be honest with you. And you know what we talk about, the office stays in the office.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it surprises me about Steve, but then it really, quite honestly, it don't surprise me.
Really?
Yeah, brother, it's been my experience in the ministry that there's something about deacons and their DNA. I think it's deacons not achieving, I don't know what stands for. There's something about deacons, they just got to go off the deep end every now and then. And now that Steve is chairman of the deacons, I'd say he's probably lost all of his marbles. I tell you what, brother, I got a little advice for you. As pastor, I found out when the deacons go off like that, best just to humor them.
Well, that's you'll be proud because that's exactly what I did.
Oh, good for you. What'd you do?
Well, I came along beside him and I kind of looked there and I didn't want to disturb him, so I just kind of got down on my knees and I got down on my hands and I put my ear to the ground too.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, about 5 minutes I got to hurt.
Oh.
Started hurting in my knees and my elbows, and I got up and I just said, Brother Steve, I can't hear nothing. And you know what? He looked up at me
What?
and said, son, it's okay. It's been that way all day long.
Oh. Well, I tell you.
Strange.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get into. Did I tell you about Brenda and I going on vacation up to Soggy Bottom?
Well, I think you started to, but somebody ran up and started talking to you.
Well, you know, Brenda and I hadn't been anywhere in a while. You know, we've been pastoring, and I finally saved up enough. We took a big trip up to Soggy Bottom, and we came back last week on the Soggy Bottom Express, the train. Well, I love riding the train, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so nice and peaceful.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth. But you know, I would have thought that train robberies were a thing of the distant past. Brother, I'm telling you, we got robbed.
No.
Yes, sir. If I'm a line, I'm a dime.
That's just your luck, too.
We got robbed. Yeah, it's my luck. Yes, sir. There's a man got on that train, and he announced with a big voice. He said, I'm Mr. Jesse James, and this is a holdup. I'm going to steal all the men's money and kiss all the women.
No.
Yes, sir. I think you're pretty proud of it. I jumped up and I said, listen here, old Jesse James. You can have my money, but you're not going to kiss my wife. About that time, Brenda hit me upside the head of the umbrella and jerked me back down the seat and said, you let Jesse James rob this train. I tell you, brother, I am the Rodney Dangerfield of ministry. I get no respect. And sitting across the aisle was a man traveling with his adult daughter. I overheard him say to her after Jesse James got off the train, I overheard him. He said to her, he looked down and saw she still had all her diamond rings on her hand. He said, daughter, I don't understand that. He said, how in the world that man robbed everybody? How do you still got your diamond rings? Oh, she said, oh, Daddy, I thunk good, Daddy, I thunk good. She said, when I saw we was fixing to get robbed, I took all my diamond rings off, hid them all in my mouth until he was gone. He said, Lord, child, I wish your mama had been along. We could have saved all the luggage.
Smart man. Smart man.
Brother, you know I've been talking to you about ministry. We can get in the flesh just like anybody else.
Quick.
I know we're supposed to be supernatural, spiritual, something or another super, but...
We got them full, don't we?
Yeah. Minister's worst fear of the church find out how he really is, you know. And so anyway, I've just been struggling getting in the flesh. I mean, the devil's been trying to get me. I got in the flesh on the train coming back from Soggy Bottom.
Tell me about it.
Well, brother, thank you. I'm glad you asked that. I had to sit down. Well, I was on a train. Now, on that train, after the robbery was over, there was a man with a monkey on that train. It was a trained monkey.
It worked out well for you, didn't
That
it?
worked out really well, brother. I'm glad they laughed at that. That's worse. Well, you know, that monkey, I mean, I try to be friendly with everybody. I like to work the crowd, you know, say hello to everybody, shake their hand, even monkeys. Try to be friendly to the monkey. And I play that monkey, and I try to be friendly, and that monkey just wouldn't do nothing but make old hateful faces at me. And brother, nothing makes me madder than a monkey make faces at me.
You see where it would?
Oh, of course it would. So I happened to see the conductor coming by, and I said, "Hey, conductor!" He came over there, and I said, "Mr. Conductor, do you allow monkeys on this train?" He looked at me and he said, "No, I don't, but if you'll be quiet, maybe they won't notice it." Well, that's when I really got in the flesh.
I can only imagine if you swung off to
I raised my right hand and balled up my fist, and I swung and hit him. And then when I picked myself up off the floor, I proceeded to hit him right into his fist with my nose. That's when I decided I pulled out my secret weapon. I got one too, don't you ever forget that.
What is it?
I flatly hit him right into his finger with my eye. I pert near put his finger out. That's when I throwed him down on the floor right on top of me. And that's when I decided I was going to stick my ear in his mouth and make him chew on that thread. Let me tell you, I was working on his teeth. It will wear a man's teeth out. Chaw on a man's ear. But after a while, I could tell he was getting to him, and I thought, I'm ready to put an end to this fella. So I freed myself, and I took a big giant leap, and I just flung myself at him, and I hit him right at the end of his knee at the pit of my stomach. That's when I knocked him out. I know I knocked him out because when I came to, I saw myself lying there. But I feel good confessing that. I just shouldn't get in the flesh like that.
Brother, I'm going to pray for you.
Well, I appreciate it. I need your prayer.
But I don't know if you knew this, if I ever got around to telling you, I'm from Soggy Bottom.
Are you from Soggy Bottom?
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Oh, it's beautiful. Small town, real quaint, real quaint. There's only about 1,000 people there.
Uh-huh.
Not too many. We got a paper. We do. Oh, we do.
What's it called?
Well, it's called the Soggy Bottom Tribute. Herald.
Well, I'm glad it's called something.
Well, you know, it's not like there's any need to read it because everybody knows what everybody's already doing.
Yeah, it's small town.
But we take it every Sunday morning to see who got called on Saturday night.
All right.
But you know, one thing looking back on that, I just remember that I am so glad that my wife didn't come from Soggy Bottom. She's not from there.
Jennifer's not from Soggy Bottom. How?
No.
Well, why are you glad about that?
Because every woman from Soggy Bottom is ugly.
How ugly are they?
So ugly that one year they had the first annual beauty contest and everybody lost.
Oh, no. That's ugly, brother. It's a good thing Jennifer ain't from there.
It is. It is. But you know, you look back in that time of your life and you think of fond memories of the summertime when you was young, growing up. And one memory that I have comes to mind. And we used to have the finest, coolest swimming hole that you ever did see. It was, water was clear and it was deep, and you get down in it and water would come right up to you. Well, depending on how tall you are, you knows how deep it is.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah. But one summer in particular, which we kind of all knew had been happening, but there were some fellers up above the hill, up above the swimming hole, they was making moonshine.
I bet you $10 it was them Soggy Bottom boys.
Well, that's what the word was. That's what the word was. Well, one summer, the revenuers came through,
Oh, no. What
and they busted up that still.
Right above the swimming hole?
Oh, I'm talking right up above it. If you
Yeah.
stood back, you could see it.
Huh.
And what happened was that still fell over, and all that mash got out on the ground, and you ain't never seen so many happy crows that year eating that mash off that ground. Oh, yeah. But you know what else happened?
What?
All that moonshine from that still, guess where it flowed?
Oh, no.
Straight down into the swimming hole.
Now, are we talking that pure 190 proof, grain proof stuff?
Oh, yeah, the pure 190 proof.
Uh-huh.
Bill, you know the 190 proof.
Yeah.
You know, that pure stuff.
Yeah.
But it was okay. It was all right. And it worked out good.
How so?
Because people from all over came swimming that summer.
I bet you they haven't been swimming in years.
Oh,
Yeah.
some of them not for a long time. You know, one person that comes to mind, Miss Myrtling came over.
Really?
She did.
Miss Myrtling?
She did. She bought her one of those.
Myrtling Anderson?
Yes.
Okay.
She bought her one of those camouflage bathing suits. Well, I wouldn't gonna go there, but you know, and she'd get in there and she'd do the backstroke all along the day, and you'd see her along there, and you'd say, "Miss Myrtling, you doing okay?" And she'd look back and say, "Pretty good for an old lady." Love you, Miss Myrtling. But you know,
I like I saw that.
But you know who else came into town that summer?
Yeah, what
Tommy and Sherry Fortenberry came
Really?
over. Oh, yeah.
I bet they heard about it.
Well, and you know what the rumor was? Is Tommy can't even swim.
Oh, I tell you, bro, been to the beach with, he can't swim in it.
Well, I'll tell you what he did do. He loved to get out in the evening time in that water and get about nose deep, you know what I'm saying? And he'd just look at Miss Sherry on the bank and smile and grin and wave at her. His eyes all bloodshot red, looked like road maps, you
I could
know?
just see him grinning like a pop.
Oh, yeah, just grinning from ear to ear.
Uh-huh.
But it was good times, Ball. But you know, we had a lot of folks we heard drown that year.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, it didn't turn out too bad because the third time they came up, they had a big old smile on their face.
Brother, I'll be praying for you too.
Appreciate it.
I don't know how much more confessing we can take from the ministerial staff tonight.